Hi everyone, welcome to the Explorer. Today we will look at grammar.
This is a revision about present perfect tense. Please take out the same grammar book that you used last week, Grammar Book 2. Okay, are you ready with your Grammar Book 2? Present perfect tense. Okay, write these three words into your Grammar Book 2 and read present perfect tense. Last week when I taught you the present perfect tense, I told you that present perfect tense uses the verb have and has. Okay, you don't have to copy, just listen to me. All right, have and has means 已经, and you must go with the past participle. See, so past participle scold, scolded. Lose, L-O-S-E, past participle is lost. Take, past participle taken. Speak, spoken. And win, past participle for win, W-I-N, is won. Okay, so when you use the present perfect tense, you will have to say this way: I have scolded. He has taken. Okay, you cannot say he has took or he has takes. No such thing. It has to be he has taken. Okay, now you don't have to copy this, right? Just write present perfect tense. Okay, now we move on. When are we going to use the present perfect tense? Okay, so if you remember, we use the present perfect tense to show past action, no time mentioned. 就是已经发生了，但是没有讲时间的。Okay, now write A, past action, bracket, no time mentioned. And I want you to listen to me. You are going to write 3 sentences for me using the present perfect tense to show past action. Okay, so always remember use has, have, and then the past participle. Okay, are you ready? Sentence number 1. 他已经拿了我的书包。他已经拿了。Okay, or you can also say 他拿了我的书包。Okay, but of course I want you to use the present perfect tense 已经拿了。So has or have with the past participle. Okay, subject 他 can be a girl or a boy. Then 已经 has or have girl or boy, right? She or he. Okay, has or have. Then 拿 took past participle. Past tense is okay, took. What is a past participle? 我的 bag. Can you get it? All right. Okay, so you're going to write on your own. I won't give you answer. Number 1, I say it again. 他已经拿了我的 bag. Okay, leave a line. Number 2. 有人偷了我的脚车。有人已经偷了我的脚车。I want the word 已经 has or have. 有人已经偷了我的脚车。Okay, so your subject 有人 someone. Okay, yes, someone. One word, right? Some and one. Someone 有人已经偷了我的脚车，已经 So it's like either you use has or have. Always remember has or have. And go with the past participle of 偷. What is the past participle for 偷? Steal. It's S-T-E-A-L. Present. Past tense. Past participle. Okay, if you do not know, then you have to go and find on your own. Okay, in your grammar workbook, the first few pages, you have the word. You can see the word steal, past participle. 偷了我的脚车 Can you spell 脚车? B-I-C-Y-C-L-E. B-I-C-Y-C-L-E. Okay, I repeat. Number 2. 有人偷了 Okay, 有人已经偷了我的脚车 That's number 2. Number 3. Ready? If I'm too fast, then you have to pause. Okay, 停一下. Listen to me, write first, then only you continue with number 3. Sentence number 3. 那些男孩子已经赢了。那些男孩子，很多的男孩子 ，OK, not one boy but boys， 已经赢了那足球比赛 ，OK, football match, match, football match。那些男孩子 ，OK, 已经赢 win, past tense won, past participle, can you remember? 已经赢了什么？那 football match the okay football one word and match another word. Can you spell match? M-A-T-C-H. M-A-T-C-H. That's match. Okay, so these are the three sentences that I want you to write into your grammar book too, with a subject and a verb. And please remember, use the present perfect tense. Past action to show past action, but no time mentioned. Has or have, go with the past participle. Has, have, past participle. Alright, leave a line. We go on to B. Present perfect tense can also be used to show action started in the past and is still happening now. 以前发生，现在还正在发生。Can you remember? Last week I taught you this, and you need to use the verb since and the verb for. Since 自从 ，okay, for 就是几个小时啊，几天啊 ，for 2 days, for 3 hours, okay? All right. Action started in the past and still happening now. Okay. Number one. Okay, so again you need to write 3 sentences. Listen to me. Number one. 他 again is a boy or a girl. Okay, so I say a boy. He. 他已经坐在树底下只久2个小时。Okay, so a simple meaning is that 他已经在树底下坐了2个小时。他已经在树底下坐了2个小时。Okay, how to write? So you need for 2个小时 for 2 hours, H-O-U-R-S. So for 2 hours, you write at the back. Okay, for 2 hours. Okay, I say it again. 他已经坐在树底下2个小时。Okay, so 他已经在树底下坐了2个小时。Okay, 已经坐 so has or have. Verb 坐 sit, sat, past participle sat is the same. Okay, so subject 他 a boy, so he. Verb 已经 has or have. 坐 sit or sat. Or sat, past participle also sat. Okay, where under the tree. For how long? 2个小时。Okay, I say it again. 他已经在树底下坐了2个小时。Please write on your own. Pause. Okay, 停一下. If I'm too fast, you have to stop. And you write your answer before you proceed. Okay, with number 2. Number 2. Talk about 我哥哥。我哥哥已经在房间读了3个小时。Okay, so 我的哥哥已经在房间读了3个小时。你想3个小时前 the action started in the past 在房间读书。Now it's still happening now 还是在读着。Okay, I say it again. 我哥哥已经在房间读了2个小时。3个小时。So for how long? For 3 hours. So write 3, T-H-R-E-E. For 3 hours. So write at the back. Okay? And then you write 我 哥哥 subject verb 已经读 Can you remember how to write the word 读书的读 Do you know how to write? S-T-U-D-I-E-D. This is a past participle. S-T-U-D-I-E-D. So don't forget has or have. 我的哥哥已经在房间读了3个小时。So you need to have has or have. Go with the study, the verb. Where? 在房间。For how long? For 3 hours. Okay? Alright, I said again. You write on your own. 我哥哥已经在房间读了3个小时。Subject, verb. Don't forget. Okay, has or have. And then past participle. Number 3. John and Peter. 2个人来 John and Peter 已经在这个工厂 OK 在这个工厂做工自从1998年自从1998年就是 since 1998 1998 yeah so your since 1998 right at the back so who subject John and Peter OK 自从 John and Peter 自从1998年已经在这个工厂做工 OK 工厂 is factory F-A-C-T-O-R-Y factory John 跟 Peter 已经 OK 自从1998年已经在这个工厂做工 OK I say it again Your subject must be John and Peter. Then your verb has or have. Has or have 做工 Okay 做工 is work right past participle Where 在这个工厂 factory F-A-C-T-O-R-Y Since 几时1998年 Okay so that's for sentence number 3 So you see you need to have 6 sentences here. Okay, so altogether you have written 6 sentences, and all these 6 sentences use the present perfect tense. Okay, so afterwards, the end of the lesson, you're going to take a photo of this page. 拍这一面给我，我要看你的答案。记得哈，拍这个6个句子给我。Okay, so this is the first thing that you need to do. Past perfect tense. Okay, you can use a new page or leave 2 lines. This is the new tense that you are learning today. Past perfect tense. Last week was present perfect. This week is past. Past 的意思呢，就是过了的意思。Okay, 已经发生了。Alright, so past perfect tense is this. So you take a look at the table. 跟上个星期的 present perfect is almost the same except for past means you use the past tense of the verb has and have. See, so has, have, past tense, had. And the meaning is still the same, 已经. And past participle, gone, bought, taken, driven, run, and there are many more past participle. Okay, so take a look at examples like you say, I had gone. He had bought. They had taken. This is the way to say. Alright, so it's the same, but we only use one verb had. Okay, you need to copy this into your grammar book too. Okay, you can pause for a while, copy the whole thing first, then we go on to the next slide. When are we going to use the past perfect tense, which means when are we going to use I had taken or she had scolded? Okay, so past perfect tense is used to show, so write the first one. A, to describe something had happened. Okay, so to show something had happened, 就是要讲一样东西已经发生了， okay, 就是已经发生了 right? Like something like past tense. Okay, so let's take a look at example, and then you can see the difference between the past tense and also the past perfect tense. Okay, let's take a look at this example. Number one, I in that park many times with my friends last year. Okay, so when you look at the word last year means what? Past tense, past action. Okay, so 如果我讲的意思呢，句子呢是讲去年我走，OK，我在那个公园走了很多次，跟谁走？跟我的朋友。去年我和我的朋友走了很多次，在那个公园走了很多次。Okay, so if you use past tense, then you write walk, W-A-L-K-E-D. Now, I'm talking about past perfect. We use had walk. Okay, so when you read the whole sentence, can you please read for me this sentence? What is the meaning when you say I had walked in that park many times with my friends last year? Okay, it simply means that 去年我和我的朋友已经在那公园走了很多次。Okay，我和我的朋友 ，OK， 去年已经在那个公园已经走了很多次。So the had walked 就是已经走了。Alright, so that's the simple way of writing. So if you ask me, okay, teacher, can I use I walk in that park many times with my friends last year? Yes, it is also not wrong. Okay, but because we are using the past perfect now, so please use had, which means 已经, and the past participle. Okay, so copy this sentence into your exercise book. More examples. Number 2. I couldn't get through custom because I lose my passport. Couldn't get through custom. You know that? Okay, when you go to to overseas, you go to the go by aeroplane, you need to go through custom. Okay, 他 check 你的 bag 啊 ，right check 你的东西在你的那个地方，我们就叫 custom. Okay, so I couldn't get through 就是不能过 custom。为什么？因为我已经不见了我的 passport。所以已经不见。So 已经不见 is use had and lost past participle. Okay, so now if you ask me, can I say because I have lost my passport? I have. Last week you learned, right? Has and have, then lost. 我已经也是已经的意思啊。Okay, so the answer is yes, you can. If you use have lost, then you have to change your present. The word couldn't, you need to change to cannot. I cannot get through custom because I have lost my passport. Okay, you see, it is the same. So 这边 present cannot, 这边就是 present perfect have lost. If you want to use past tense, past perfect had lost, then couldn't. Okay, so the same meaning, the meaning is still the same. 不能过 custom 因为我已经不见了我的 passport. Okay, so that's for question number 2. Sentence number 2. Okay, done. Now, if you think that I'm too fast, you need to pause. Pause first, copy the sentence and write. The word cannot and have lost at the top. 你可以写在上面。Alright, 就跟你自己讲，记得，如果你要用 present，全部动词就要换去 present 了。如果你要用 past, okay, no problem. So use all past. Okay, number 2. Number 3. Talk about the grass was yellow. Okay, see the word was 就跟你讲是 past 的，所以等下就要用 had，不可以用 has have, right? So the grass was yellow because it had or had. It had ah. Okay, no has, no have, yeah, had not. Had not what? 下雨. Okay, so write your answer for number 3. It had not 下雨. 下雨 is rain, R-A-I-N, rain. So past participle for rain. 一很多个星期没有下雨，已经没有下雨了，所以那个 grass yellow in color. Okay? Number 4. I not saw. As I not saw John, as I was still in Singapore at that time. Okay, what is the meaning? 我已经没有看到 John 了，因为那时候我在新加坡。Okay, I was, so I was still in. I was. See, so this is past. So which means you have to use past at the same time. I had. 不可以 have or has 呀。Not past participle for the word saw. OK， 我没有看到，我已经没有看到 John 了，因为那时候我还是在新加坡。OK，so as I was still in Singapore at that time， 就那时候没有见到，因为那时候我还在新加坡，所以没有见到他。OK，so write your answer for number 4. I had not past participle for saw, seen, S-E-E-N, seen. Five. My sister eat all the cakes that mom made. See, you look at the word made, M-A-D-E. This is past tense. So you need had. 不可以用 have or has because the past tense for make is made. So we use past tense. My sister had. What is the past participle for eat? Eaten. Yes, E-A-T-E-N. Okay, all the cakes 已经吃完全部妈妈做的 cake. So all the cakes that mom made. Alright, so when you read sentence number 1 to number 5, all these sentences actually talk about past action. 它是 past action 已经发生了，你加一个已经在前面，就是 past. Okay, alright. So if you ask me number 5, can I use past tense? My sister ate all the cakes that mom made. Yes, it's not wrong. Okay, 但是因为现在我要用的是什么 past perfect， 所以我们就用 had with a past participle. Okay, write your answer. Okay, into the blanks given. Take out your level 6 grammar workbook now. Grammar workbook, right, level 6. Turn to page 29. Can you find page 29? All right, past perfect tense, and you can see 3 sets of pictures. Okay, the first one, past tense. The second one, past continuous tense. And the past perfect tense, the third one. Okay, so please get ready with your pencil or your highlight pen. And you are going to underline or highlight the first one. Okay, read together with me. Nancy needed a new dress. So this is past tense. Needed, underline. Nancy 需要 okay, 一个新裙 a new dress. Then if you look at picture number 2, Nancy was buying a new dress. See, past tense, past continuous tense. Nancy 刚才正在买一个 new dress. And the third one, Nancy had bought a new dress. Nancy 已经买了一个 new dress. Had and bought, underline. Okay, now you ask me again, can I use has bought? Nancy has bought a new dress. Yes. Okay, has have 已经买了，对的。Alright， 但是现在为什么要用 had 呢？因为你看 picture number 1, picture number 2全部是 past， 所以意思讲我们是要用回 past perfect past had has have past perfect past tense had had. Okay, read number 2, the second set of pictures. Alright, 3 pictures. The first one, I was very hungry. Underline was. Second sentence, I was eating some sandwiches. Was eating. And the third one, I had eaten some sandwiches. Okay, so you take a look at all the 3 sentences. Past tense, I was very hungry. 已经发生了 Okay, 我很肚子饿 Number 2, I was eating. 刚才正在吃。还有吃完了吗？ Now you see. Third one, I had eaten. 我已经吃了。 is a sandwiches. So 已经发生的全部 past tense. So use had, underline, had eaten. Third picture, you read on your own. Read for me, number 1. Principle, the word I, principle. Okay, underline, wanted. And the word speak, wanted to speak. Underline, wanted to speak. Number 2, underline was speaking. Principal 就是校长哎 okay. And number 3, read. Underline had spoken. Okay, so if you look at picture number 1, it's past tense. 那个男孩子要跟校长讲话。Okay, then you look at picture number 2, was speaking. 刚才那个男孩子跟校长讲话过了哈。And the last one, 那男的已经跟校长讲话了，所以他要回了。See? Alright, so it said the man had spoken to the principal. Okay, so these are the examples, and you can see very clearly that past perfect tense is used to show past action. 已经过了，所以我们去 past tense， 像 past tense 这样，所以它是现在是用 had 加一个 past participle. We move on to B. Okay, so past continuous tense can also be used to show past actions, but we will decide which of the two actions happened first. Okay, so it means we are using the past perfect tense to show two actions. Okay, we talk about two actions. Which of the two actions happened first? 就是两个动词，哪一个发生先的 ？Right？ 如果第一个发生的，我们就要用 had plus the past participle。那第二个动词发生的话，我们就用 past tense。Okay, so maybe you don't understand what do you mean by first action, second action, but you need to copy. Okay, you need to copy B first. B, which of the two actions happened first? Okay, you need to write first action, had plus a PP, 就是已经跟那个 past participle. The second action, you need to use the past tense. Okay, now I will give you a very simple example. Okay, have you written? Okay, if you have not finished, then you have to pause. Write first, then only you continue. Okay, now I give you two actions here. First one, finish homework. Next one, go for lunch. Okay, what is the meaning? The logic is that 做完功课去吃什么？午餐。Okay, 做完功課後，我就去吃午餐了。Alright, so if you talk about first action, that means you need to use had with a PP. So that means homework 做完功課先嘛，所以你就要用 had PP 哦。Alright, then second action, you need to use the past tense. What is the past tense for go? Went. Okay, so how to write? So now I'm going to give you a few sentences. Okay, you look at all the sentences first, copy, then only we talk about it. The first one, copy A. Second one, third one, and the last one, D. Copy the sentences first. Okay, you can leave lines, or you do not want to leave lines, it's okay. All right, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Pause. One A. Come, let's read. After I have finished my homework, I went for lunch. B. I went for lunch after I had finished my homework. C. When I had finished my homework, I went for lunch. And D. Before I went for lunch, I had finished my homework. All these four sentences mean the same. 一样的意思，就是 做完功课后，我去吃午餐。Okay, so how do you want to write? 你要怎样写 ？A 也可以。Okay, B you can also write this way. C or even D. Before 之前，就是我还没有去吃午餐之前，我已经做完功课了。Okay, so afterwards you're going to try writing a sentence for me based on the two actions that I'm going to give you. Okay, so 你自己想一下要用哪一个 right? Which pattern, which way of writing? Okay, have you finished? Okay, you can also try reading on your own first before you, all right, move on to the second sentence. More examples. Okay, now let's take a look at the second one, number 2. Okay, so always remember first action 发生先的就是 had with the past participle. Second action we use the past tense. Okay, there are two actions here. Okay, the yellow one is in color is the first action, so escaped. 逃跑. Okay, the second action, arrived at the scene. Okay, simple sentence is like to say, 警察到了现场的时候，那个贼已经逃跑了，已经跑掉了。Okay, so 已经跑掉就是 first action, 对吗？跑掉了吗？ Then only the police arrived at the scene. Okay, so how to write? So I only want you to write one sentence only. So all this you don't have to copy. You only write number 2 and you write the sentence. Okay, so when you write a sentence, I give you this sentence. When the police arrived at the scene, the thief had escaped. See? So the thief, subject, verb had escaped means 已经逃跑, which is the first action. The second action, the police arrive at the scene. Okay, so when you read 2A, this sentence, you may have, different ways of writing. 你可以讲 the thief had escaped when the police arrived at the scene. 都可以啊. Alright, up to you, but I've given you 2A this way, so you can copy this sentence on your own. So later on, you write your own sentence. Okay, so 2A, when the police arrived at the scene, the thief had escaped. Read and write. Pause if you think that I'm too fast. Okay, we move on to number 3. Verb, begin and reach the stadium. Concert begin, 演唱会开始，就是演唱会已经开始了 first action. 我们才到那个 stadium 体育馆。Okay, so 哪个先 ？concert 已经开始了，已经开始，我们才到。So 已经开始 is had with a past participle. Second action, past tense, reached. Right? So take a look at the sentence. The concert had began. Okay, began, sorry. The concert had begun. Had with a past participle, had begun when I reached the stadium. Reached, past tense. Had begun means 已经开始了 first action. 这个是 second action. 当我们到 stadium, concert 已经开始了. Okay, can you please write 3A? So when you write, you must understand 哪一个是发生先，哪一个是 second action. Two more examples. Number 4. Okay, you don't have to copy the first action, second action. You don't have to copy. All right. Okay, now I give you the first one. Wash the floor and painter go home. Okay, so painter go home. Yellow color, yellow in color means first action. Okay, so 我给你了，你知道 painter 已经回家了，然后妈妈才做什么？Wash the floor. Okay, maybe the painter. Painter means 油漆的人，就是油漆的人去你的家油漆啊。那他们已经回家先 ，alright，然后过后你妈咪才洗那个 floor because it's dirty. Okay, how to write? So had gone home, 对吗？ First action had gone home. Then the past tense washed, ed. Okay. Sentence. My mother washed the floor after the painter had gone home. Okay, so this is first action, the painter had gone home. The second action, washed. My mother washed the floor after the painter had gone home. Okay, write the sentence, you finish. Alright, okay, of course, if you have other ways of writing. When the painter had gone home, comma, my mother washed the floor. Okay, no problem. Right, okay, you can write that way or this way, no problem. Okay, last one. Use a bicycle and break down. Okay, 用那个我已经用了那个脚车用了10年，现在才 break down。break down 是坏了，现在才坏。First action had used the bicycle for 10 years before it finally broke down. Broke down is 坏了意思。Okay, so I had used the bicycle for 10 years before it finally broke down. So this is past perfect tense had used and past tense broke down. Okay, so first action 用了 bicycle 用了10年，过后才坏了。Okay, copy this sentence into your grammar book. Take out your workbook, page 30. Okay, workbook page 30. Can you see the page? Exercise 30 and exercise 31. Okay, exercise 30. Answer the questions below. Use the past perfect tense. So don't forget, use past perfect had with a past participle. Okay, so there are 10 sentences here. Right? Either you talk about past action to describe something had happened, or which of the two actions happened first. Okay, so there are two here. All right, two types of different ways of using the past perfect tense. Okay, number 1. I speak to the man, but he could not remember me. Okay, he could not. 就是 see past tense could. It's not cannot, but could. So he could not. That's why you had to use the word had. Okay, 我已经跟那个男孩子讲话了，但是他不能记得。我已经讲话了，但是他不能记得我。So had. What is the past participle for speak? Speak, spoke, spoken. If you cannot spell, go and find your book. Okay, speak, spoke, spoken. Okay, number 2. The helicopter crashed in the middle of the jungle. Luckily, no one was hurt. See, no one was. So was is past. 幸亏没有人受伤。So 已经 past. So use past tense. So what is the past tense? 已经 helicopter 已经 crashed. Okay, 已经撞在 middle of the jungle， 就是在森林中间，它撞进去，撞那个 helicopter 撞去那个 middle of the jungle. So we use 已经 had crashed. Past tense is ed. Past participle is also ed. 总之它 past tense 是 ed, past participle 一定要 ed 了。Okay, move on to number 3. Puan Salma wrapped the present and kept it in the cupboard. Okay, wrapped 就是 Puan Salma 已经 包装了那个 present， 然后收在哪里 ？In the cupboard. See, you see the word kept. Kept is past tense. 所以那个已经也要 past had. Okay, wrapped. Read as wrapped. R-W-R-A-P-P-E-D. Wrapped, not wrapped. Okay, number 4. 我已经 call 我的朋友几次了，但是他没有 reply， 他没有回应。Okay, so I had again. The past participle for call, past tense ed, past participle is also ed. Okay, 我已经 call 了我的朋友几次，但是他没有 reply. Okay, one more. We do one more. The rest you're going to do on your own. 5. Talk about the workers were doing nothing. Okay, workers 没有做东西，为什么？ 因为他们已经做完他的工了。Okay, so you see the word were. The workers were. You can underline the verb were. 就跟你讲这边要 pass had and finished ed. Okay, so question number 6 or question number 9 to number 10. Look at number 9, number 10. All these questions 里面有两个动词的时候 then you have to check which is the first action, which is the second action. So first action 就要用 had pp. Had past participle, second action past tense. Okay, I think number 6 is quite easy. You can try and see. 当我们做完功课，就已经做完先，然后才出去。So had finished, went out. Okay, the same goes with number 9. If you look at number 9, John sweep the floor past tense after he washed the dishes. 就讲他已经洗了那碗碟 had washed， 然后才扫地。Sweep past tense swept, S-W-E-P-T. Okay, so number 10 is also the same. 哪一个先写先，然后才给他的 manager， 还是已经给了 manager， 然后才写。Okay, but of course 你写了先 had, right? 然后才给。Okay, so try and do sentence or question number 1 to 10 on your own. Exercise 31, also on your own. Exercise 31 on your own. Answer the questions below. Use the past perfect tense. Right? Okay, so answer the questions below. Use the past perfect tense. And past perfect tense given had completed. Say what did the boys do when they had completed their homework? What did the boys do when they had completed their homework? So the boys subject verb went to bed. Went to bed when they had completed their homework. The boys went to bed when they had completed their homework. 这个是最简单的，给他们去睡觉，当他们已经做完功课。Okay, try writing number 2 and number 3 and number 4. Okay, number 2 is very easy. Who? 你写 Ramesh 哦，就讲完了。Okay, who had given you this parcel? So Ramesh had given me this parcel before he left. Okay, the same goes with number 3. What did the old man tell you? Ask the question with tell. No past tense for the word tell. Ask the question with did. Sorry. No past tense for the word tell. So, past tense for tell. Told. T-O-L-D. Okay, 那个老人家跟我讲 The old man. The old man told me. What? What did the old man tell you? So, the old man told me he had moved to Ipoh. 他告诉我他已经搬去怡保了，已经。Okay, and read number 4. What had fallen? 什么东西倒下来？ The answer is given, a huge tree. Okay, done. So please read, all right, these sentences, okay, on your own again before you send to me. Homework. Okay, so use the same exercise book and you're going to write a few sentences for me. Okay, use the same exercise book Write the instructions. Use the past perfect tense to write the sentences below. Okay, copy this sentence into your grammar exercise book, the same exercise book. Use the past perfect tense to write the sentences below. Past perfect tense. Please remember, past perfect tense is had. Use the word had, H-A-D, with a past participle. Okay, so you see the sentences in Chinese. Now, I'm not going to tell you the answer, but I will only tell you the past perfect tense verb. Okay, so in this case is the verb had lost. 就是失去了 Okay, so 已经失去了 So that's where you use had lost. Okay, so subject, Jerry. Verb, there's no verb. Sad is not a verb. So you have to think of a verb, past tense. Not is, but the past tense of is. Okay, then why? Because subject again, he. Jerry is a boy. He. And the verb had lost. Had lost what? Check. That's very easy. Okay, go. How to say, right? On your own for number 1. Number 2. Sentence number 2. There are 2 actions. Which of the 2 actions happened first? Okay, so the first action is had gone home. 都回家了 Everyone 都回家了 Okay, 回家 Then only my friend and I reached. What do you call this? 宴会 Reach what? The party. Okay, reach the party, is it? Right, so write your own sentence. First action, had gone home. Second action, reach the party. Okay, and you use the word when. W-H-E-N, when. Okay, you can pause, write the sentence, then only you continue with sentence number 3. Sentence number 3. First action and second action. First action, 吃了, so that's why you had eaten. That's first action. 吃了什么? Shellfish. That's called 贝类. Okay, I've given you the word. So you can use after. 后就是 after. Okay, after. 我吃了 the shellfish. What happened? I, subject, verb. Sick is not a verb. 不舒服 is not a verb. Okay, so you have to think of a verb. So remember, when there's no verb, you use is, am, are, was, were. So in this case, you use a past, was or were. Okay, write on your own. Number 4. Had studied a lot. 很多就是 a lot. Okay, had studied a lot. Okay, so subject, a girl, so she. Then you need to have a verb first. 告诉, past tense of 告诉. Tell, present. What is the past tense of tell? Okay, who? Me. 告诉我啊 That. She, subject, verb. 已经读了很多 Okay, had studied a lot. For what? For the 考试 How to say 考试为了考试就是 for the exam. Yes, exam. E-X-A-M. Okay, think and write on your own. It's a past tense, past perfect tense to show something that had happened. Okay, so two parts of the answer. The first one, had finished and had started. Okay, so the first one you say talk about I had finished what? The verb is there, project. Okay, but who? 朋友还没有 so you have to use had not started. 没有啊 so had not started. Had not started what? Hers. 他的 hers. H-E-R-S. Okay, so that's number 5. Okay, write on your own. First action is not really about first action. It's all about past. Okay, past perfect tense, past action. Action that had happened. Okay, pause if you think that I'm too fast. You write the sentence first before you move on to the last sentence. Last sentence, bus station. And what happened to the bus? Okay, so first action had left. 就是已经离开 first action. Second action, reached. Okay, so you think, how can you write out this sentence? Think and see how to write this sentence. 当 is when. Okay, subject, verb, 到达 Okay, 到达那个就是 reached or arrived at. Okay, what happened? The bus 已经离开了 Okay, think and write so that all these sentences, write all these sentences into your grammar exercise book, the same exercise book. Afterwards, you are going to take a photo of these sentences for me.
Alright, so these are the 2 exercises that you will need to take a picture and then send it to us. Okay, the 6 sentences, take a picture of it, and then the sentences that you need to use past perfect tense to write. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.